a gender neutral, guys. Can we all just accept that back into our lexicon and vocabulary? And I'm tired. Happy Friday. I just wanted to do a live because it's Friday. I'm gonna be making some dumplings for Grandma. I actually gave Grandma some Korean dumplings that I really love today because I ran out of my homemade dumplings, and she told me to my face that it's fine, and then she told Uncle as soon as I went to wash her dishes that she hated them. So she does not like store-bought Korean vegetarian dumplings, even though I love them. Grandma's very picky, so we will be making some dumplings from scratch for Grandma because I guess I'm just her food slave now. You made scallion pancakes and failed? What's wrong with them? I've made scallion pancakes like twice in my life. I truly don't know, but the only thing that helps the flaky layering is to make the roux. So you should make a paste of flour and oil and spices, and you should brush that in between the layers of your scallion pancake before you roll it up into a little log, and then roll that log into a spiral. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, you can probably YouTube scallion pancakes, and one of the top search results will show you the roll. Well, first you roll out the pancake, you brush it with the roux, you sprinkle your scallions on top, and then you roll it up into a little log like a cinnamon bun assembly, and then instead of chopping it into pieces, you roll that log up into a spiral on its own, and then you can flatten it and roll it out again. And I would say the most important thing is maybe to let it rest a little bit before cooking it after rolling it out. I'm not making Swiss rolls, sorry. Yeah, so, and I don't know if he's gonna show up, but Dan might show up later. He's been saying that he's bought this Burmese cashew thing that he wants to eat with me, and I've soaked the last of my white rice in preparation for that visit, but TBD. We're just gonna make dumplings and see what happens. And in the meantime, for the folks who saw the asexuality baking video, if you had any questions to follow up from that video that you would like me to answer or discuss now, speak and tag me so I can see you in orange. I do want to show you the Korean dumplings that I have in the fridge though. I opened the bag up to make a quick dinner for myself and my final first Hinge date of this round. I have quit Hinge, for those of you who missed out on my last announcement of me quitting Hinge. I've quit Hinge. I'm not going to go on any more first dates. I do not think I have found a partner in these last 2 rounds, but I have found friends, and that I will have to feel content with for now, because dating is exhausting, guys. It's so exhausting. So this is the Korean dumpling. It's got this funny little round shape. It's really cute. They're humongous. I did find Dan. He's amazing. He's an awesome person. The shelves went great. Let me show you the shelves. Ram and I built the final shelf too. They're beautiful. Thank you, Ram, for building it. Oh, we got a question. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all calling through. In making the video and gathering your thoughts, have you garnered any insight that helped you? Yes, I have. In making the video, it's forced myself to think more deeply about what my identity is as a whole. but sexually speaking, sexual orientation wise, because with this last round of dating on Hinge, I have come to once again question my sexual orientation, um, both in terms of like being uncertain of who I am and who I want to be, but also in terms of how much I'm willing to rework myself and compromise for the sake of finding someone who might be more compatible with me, for whom my current demisexuality is a deal breaker. Because for a lot of people who are seeking romantic long-term partners, hearing about my demisexuality and the lack of guarantee for sexual activity can be very deal breaking for them, and I totally understand that. Sex is very important for a lot of people. So, it's just something that I continue to think about. But obviously, like I said in the video, if I'm not comfortable, then I'm not comfortable, right? So it's all about checking in with yourself and not getting into the habit of forcing yourself into spaces that don't allow you to be entirely you. And that's harder to do than it is to say, because so much of our lives depend on getting what we need from other people. But right now, I don't need to be in a relationship in the same way that I don't need full-time employment, although it would be nice. I don't need it. So I'm not willing to compromise certain areas of my life to fit into what it would take for me to be accepted as a long-term partner for most people, and for me to be accepted into a full-time position right now. So I hope that answered some of your questions. Yes, we do have field. I learned about that from a friend. I don't think I'll be going on field. I just don't think that is the scene for me. It really started as people, I think, who wanted to be more poly, and I'm just not really seeking that crowd right now. I know they're open to all orientations now, like all dating apps are open to all orientations, but I still feel like there's different aspects and emphasis to these dating apps. If I can't make it on Hinge, guys, which I feel like is the most common vanilla app right now that all the cool kids are on and all the not cool kids are on, then I really don't think I can make it on field. And also, even if I can make it on field, because dating is like playing the lottery where you just need one person that you connect with and have that be that, like so many things in life. I'm just so tired from Hinge. I can't go on field right now. But yes, we do have it. We do have it. Why do you need to label yourself? To explain yourself to other people. You don't ever label yourself when you're explaining and introducing yourself to other people. You don't label yourself as a woman, as a mother, as an age group, as a background, as a socioeconomic bracket, as a profession. I feel like those are all labels. Do I need to label myself? I don't, but it makes me easier to comprehend to people who don't know me and don't understand anything about me. Is Hinge more for hookups or dating? I feel like Hinge used to be for dating and long term, but it's turned into other shit now. So, no, I don't want to share my shelves. It's just on Amazon. If you look for ladder bookshelf, I'm sure you can find it. It's not a specific brand or anything. I also don't really recommend it. I don't think they're a great thing at their current price. Have you ever felt instant lust for someone, like instant upon just first gaze? No, but instant attraction in terms of like first date? Yes, for sure. I don't know if I'd go as far as lust, but definitely some sort of physical attraction has taken place, as I mentioned in the video. So I'm gonna start rolling out the dough, all right? And you guys can, before I do that, guys, I ordered another lipstick color from Sunny's Face. This one is called Vacay. It's supposed to be like a peachy papaya, is what they said. And yes, the second free lipstick they sent was also Girl Crush, so I'll be giving that away to a friend. But let's try on Vacay, shall we? I have some lip balm on my lips. Here's Vacay. That is how much product. Okay. Here we go. Oh, that is very subtle. I like it. It's definitely not as standout as the other two. Perfect. Perfect. J'adore. All right. I'll be keeping an eye on your questions, but we'll be rolling out some dumpling dough for Grandma. See, that's the thing about no makeup is it really doesn't look like you're wearing any makeup. It just makes you look more you, but beautified. So I do like this shade a lot. I'm glad that it is not more pigmented, and I feel like this is more of an everyday color for me, for sure. If you have lip balm underneath it, it goes on pretty smooth. Can you see the texture? You can't rewatch the Ace video quickly. It's over an hour long. It's not moisturizing, it's matte. I really wish copyright wasn't a thing. I would play music in the background to all these lives and basically make you listen to everything that I like listening to. That would be the one thing that I would want these lives to be able to do, is to have music. It would make me so much happy. So much happy. Yeah, they will copyright anything, y'all. It's the music companies. They're just gonna want all of the profit. Every time. All the time. They can never have enough. Hence the term corporate greed. That's true. I could play my my YouTube creator studio songs that I've started for future use in future videos. That's a good suggestion. Although some of them do need to be credited in the captions, and I would have a very hard time keeping track of what I played. I guess I could plan that beforehand, but that just adds a whole nother layer of work to my live streams. That would make it very unpleasant for me to go live if I have additional responsibilities to think about. So. I can't sing, unfortunately. Yeah, I wish I could. I wish that were a skill that I had. I could make all the boys and girls swoon if I could sing. Does anyone read the titles before they ask me what I'm making? Does anyone read the titles to these lives? Yeah, I am giving you some shade. I have provided you with the information that you have chosen to ignore. will manage the music live stream. Okay. The title of this live, I actually don't have it pulled up anymore, but I'm sure the title of this live mentions something, maybe. Do I like raw oysters? No, I do not. Thank you, Ram. Yes, we are making, these are going to be dumpling wrappers for my grandma. It will be a relatively boring live that you have seen a few times before if you have seen me roll out dumpling dough. But mostly just a chance for me to hang out. I might snack too. I'm a little bit hungry. Ooh, I would love to know the etymology of dumplings. The filling is already pre-made. It's just last time's fillings defrosted. I didn't buy new meat and make new filling. So we're just gonna make some dumplings to hold grandma over for a couple of days. And then I'll think about what I want to do next, because like honestly making dumplings for her every single day is a little unsustainable for me. I was hoping she would be okay with like store-bought dumplings, but she's so fucking picky, guys. I've never seen a person who's lived through war and famine be this picky about food. It's so surprising. Like, I'm not even that picky about food, but grandma throws tantrums at the facility. They'll deliver her lunch, she'll hate it, and then she'll literally throw a fit saying they didn't give her lunch. She'll even call me and tell me to go right now to sort it out because they didn't give her lunch. And I'm like, Grandma, I'm pretty sure that's impossible that they're not giving you lunch. I think it's just you don't like the lunch. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. It's not all rainbows and butterflies. Everybody loves the Instagram stories where grandma's featured, but like, it is exhausting. Is she okay with me freezing dumplings? She doesn't know I freeze them. As long as they're cooked and hot by the time I deliver it to her. Yeah, it's just American food. And she doesn't hate all American food, but like if you give her shit like mac and cheese, pasta with red sauce, if you give her like chicken nuggets and french fries, she ain't gonna have any of that. She will straight up call it leftovers. She'll call it like trash, basically. Batch making dumplings for a whole month would not only take up my freezer space, it would also take up a shit ton of time. Just for me to make enough dumplings to last her about 10 to 12 days takes me 3.5 hours by hand, because I'm not a machine. I'm not like proficient at dumpling making enough to do it any faster. So to make a whole month's worth of dumplings would take me like a whole day, 8 hours probably. Which I can do it, but I don't think I want to. I think it would make me miserable. And I'm done with that part of my life where I do miserable things to appease other people. Listen, at the end of the day, yeah, it sucks grandma is so old. Yeah, it sucks that she's not living her best life because she's so old and trapped and she doesn't know the language and the culture. Like, all of the circumstances suck for her. She just lost her daughter 1.5 years ago. But I'm also not going to do everything I can to make her life as good as it can be, because I have my own life to live. And that is something that I've had to learn to deal with in the aftermath of experiencing guilt in my grief, feeling like I never treated my own mom well enough so that I can maybe atone for my sins by treating grandma the way that I should have treated mom. But there is a limit to what we can do as people, and I need to honor my limits as people. I don't have the drive, the energy, the desire, and the rationale to be a hero anymore. Especially seeing Mom try to be the hero. The aftermath of that was not very ideal for anyone. So it's a zero-sum game, right? You give everything you have to someone else, you're not going to have that for yourself. So consider it. It's not just a matter of being selfish or selfless. It's also a matter of being sustainable. You have a finite amount of resources, and you need to recharge before you can give away more. And if you don't take time to recharge, you'll end up like my mother, dead, randomly, on the floor. So don't do that. Ooh, French silk pie. That sounds so sexy. French silk pie. What else is everyone making? Yeah, my mom did have pre-existing conditions, and she ignored them because she was selfless to a stupid degree. It is possible to still be so good that you're stupid, and she was definitely so good that she was stupid. And I say that with all the love and the pain in my heart. Just think about the fact that the last thing she would have wanted me to take charge of and handle is everything, which is why she kept everything bad from me so that I didn't have to stress about it. But guess who ended up having to take care of everything when she died? So you cannot protect other people. You can only protect yourself. And sometimes when you don't protect yourself, you end up hurting other people too, indirectly. Exactly what you did not intend on doing. We're gonna eat these pickles. I'm gonna get rid of this pickle jar tonight. It's time for these to go. They were made November. It's been who knows how long. Here's our watermelon radish pickled. Hi, Rebecca. I'm so happy to hear that you feel seen after watching the videos. That makes me very happy too. You have kimchi in the fridge from a few years ago? I don't know, girl. Is it moldy? How's it smell? Does it smell like kimchi garbage or does it smell like garbage? What do I wish my mom would have done? I wish she would have been more open to asking for help. Being honest about what she needed so that she didn't die from exhaustion. I wish she learned to take better care of herself, not in isolation, but in community. I wish she would not feel shame for asking for help. I wish she realized that it's not just about her and her responsibility to be the best person ever, that you can't save the world. I wish she realized that you can't save the world. I also don't know if, I don't know if kimchi goes bad per se. I think it probably is too acidic at this point to be pleasant, especially if it's been literal years. And maybe Koreans would say kimchi never goes bad. I'm not Korean, I can't say that, but also I feel like Koreans would never have kimchi, the same batch, for years. I feel like they probably eat that pretty regularly, that it would never get that old. The amount of help that showed up in the aftermath of Mom's death surprised me, and I wish she had known that this was a resource that had been there all along, that she could have counted on. But instead of doing that, she would keep all her health problems from me until it was too late. She would not be able to let herself be vulnerable enough to be someone who asked for help. That hurts. Because when you are not feeling safe enough, when you feel shame in asking for help, that's a lack of love, honestly. That's a lack of trust. That's her saying she doesn't trust me to be able to love her in that way. And you know what? She's probably right. And you know why she's right? Because she lived her entire life training me to not care about her. I'm not trying to blame my mom right now for how things ended or how our relationship was my whole life, but I am hurt extremely by it because I feel like she never let me be someone that she could count on, and she always tried to shelter me, which made me kind of a nasty brat too. Like, I changed, I think, you tell me, I think I changed a lot after she died. I think I was forced to grow up suddenly when she died, and I don't think I could be the version that I am today, which I love very much, if she hadn't died. And I think maybe in part because she never let me grow up. She never let me have responsibility. She never really let me take care of her because she wanted to be a self-sufficient woman, which I respect. But also at a certain point, you have to be honest with yourself about what your limits are. So, thanks, Mom, for letting me finally grow up. I wish it didn't have to be something that happened after you died, but I'm happy to have grown up finally. I don't think I'm done growing up, but I think I've made a lot of progress in the year and a half that you've been gone, and I wish you were here. I have not tried Sierra Leonean peanut soup, but I have been told I would like a lot of peanut soup from like West Africa cuisines. Did I miss any questions? Did any of y'all have any more questions regarding asexuality or anything else that you wanted to discuss? Is there anything that I said in that video that you didn't agree with? I would love to discuss. Obviously, I was just talking out my butt, but I think I believed most of the things that I said. But of course, that doesn't mean that everything that I said is right. It means we're opening up space for conversation, that we're finally talking about something that maybe not a lot of us talk about, think about, are scared to discuss. You don't agree with raisins and carrot cake. That's fine. I wish that she didn't always try to protect me. And I think because of my mom's constant vigilance about trying to protect me, I acted out against that impulse by rebelling against her suggestions all the time, despite whether or not I actually personally agreed with them, because my default was, well, mom is trying so hard to protect me, of course I'm going to go the other way. It created a lot of friction between us. Have you ever been in love? Yeah, of course. I think so. But I do wonder, you know, the difference between in love and loving someone. I think there is a level of fantasy and infatuation of being in love, that I don't necessarily have to be in love to love someone, and that necessarily being in love with someone also doesn't mean that I love them. I think love is something that you figure out over time, that develops more organically, that stays a little bit longer, is more sustainable, and is more certain of itself. And I think being in love sometimes can be very fleeting for me. So I'm of the impulse that being in love is actually closer to infatuation than to genuine acceptance of the other person. Kim, have you Googled asexuality yet? Because it might be easier for you to do some background reading before you ask a very big question. If you can have more specific questions for us, that would be lovely. Can I hold up the dumpling? Opposite corners. Then crimp in towards the middle. Seal by pressing hard. You're kind of using your thumb to push the filling in as you seal with your other fingies. Different people crimp dumplings differently. Some people crimp all in one direction. I tend to crimp towards the middle. It's totally dependent on how you feel like working it. I'm also a lefty, so a lot of instructional videos are counterintuitive for me to watch. So just do what works for you. I don't actually eat the dumplings that I make for the most part because I just want to reserve all of them for grandma. I don't want to have to make them more often than I have to make them. So every homemade dumpling goes to grandma for the most part, unless I'm curious if I did something special with the filling. I want to taste one, then I'll eat one, but I don't. Guys, it's so time consuming to make this shit, I would not even want to eat it after. But I am toying with the idea that my next long form video could be a week of me eating and cooking for myself in a intentional way, rather than always just, I don't know. I feel like the way that I make food for other people has made me reconsider how I feed myself a lot of the times, especially if I'm not making a video. I just feed myself the most random shit that I don't have to cook because I'm so tired all the time. And I think that has a lot to do with the way that I tend to binge eat sometimes, emotional eating. It's not really fulfilling what I feed myself. So I've been wondering about a video of where I'm cooking for myself, but intending on taking that time to be for me, for my own benefit, for my own enjoyment, and to make something that is both nourishing and fascinating and meaningful, intentional, you know? I don't know what Homye is. I have no idea what that is. Can you do a translation for me? I don't speak Cantonese. That sounds like Cantonese. What's one meal I want to make? I want to eat a lot of pasta in this video, actually, because I have a lot of noodles in the house. I have heard of Too Good To Go. I have not used it. A lot of people have reached out to me asking me if I've heard of it. So yes, I'm aware that it exists. I have not used it. I have some chicken in the fridge, but I don't really buy beef. I don't really want to buy anything for this vlog, aside from maybe vegetables. I really try not to eat meat, so unlikely that we'll have like traditional bolognese, but I do have those TVP crumbles that very much does a lovely job of mimicking meat. All right. A soup dumpling is a bun, really, a steamed bun that holds a lot of liquid. It's supposed to be soupy inside. It's supposed to have a very technical skin that is thin yet pliable, elastic and chewy without being tough. It's supposed to be kind of flexible enough to hold in all that juice, but not enough to stay stiff. So the way you pick up a soup dumpling, it should droop with the heaviness of the soup inside, but it should not break underneath that pressure. That's what a soup dumpling skin is supposed to be. I do eat meat. I don't really buy it unless I'm eating out with a friend at a restaurant. I don't really buy it for myself for the most part unless my period is coming and my body's just like a carnivorous beast that beckons me in the dark in a low volume voice. Feed it, animal. I'm not a vegetarian, but I just don't like to buy meat. I don't like the way that we raise meat for the most part. Just not a fan. Yeah, I used to buy the bones, the dollar bag bones. What is my star sign? I'm a Libra? Is that what you're asking? I do like organ meats a lot, but definitely it was for the purpose of making the show. that I would buy those. Honestly, I very rarely bought meat. But if I ever did buy meat, unless it's making dumplings for grandma, which would have never happened before because mom wasn't dead and grandma was under her care, I would have bought the off meats, the off cuts, the bones, the organs. I very rarely bought like a slab of beef. And I would not agree with I've made a lot of meat for Budget Eats videos. If you look back at those, there's at most one meat item in an episode. I think it's way lower of a meat consumption than most American households. So I just added it in there because a lot of people were complaining about not having meat. So I was like, fuck it guys, I'll just fucking buy chicken. You happy? I think also, I never thought about it this way, but maybe part of what made Budget Eats so fun for viewers to watch is because they could pick a camp, right? Like they're either on the June camp or they're with the Aaron camp. And I feel like there's both a personality clash between the two of us, a taste bud clash between the two of us, and also like an ethnicity clash, really, because Aaron was brought up in America as a white boy from upstate New York, and I'm a Chinese immigrant. And so there's like a lot of different kinds of interplay of identity in those episodes of Budget Eats that I never even thought about before. Would you agree, or was that just complete bullshit that my brain pulled up just now? My mom was not vegetarian, she loved meat. She's like a proper Chinese person who loves meat. Whoa, Amber, that's so much spices. That sounds so exciting. Cured sumac in the meatballs, that's fascinating. That's gonna add like a little acidity to pick up on the gaminess and the heaviness and the fattiness of the meat. You'll have to let me know how that turns out. I've never thought about putting sumac in a meatball before, but that's cool. And the rest of it sounds delicious. Garlic, ramps, umami blend, yes. Do you have a secret recipe for Korean corn dogs but with only cheese? Look up Delish, actually. I developed like a, can you just Google June Delish corn dog and tell me what pops up? See people who are trying to give tofu a second chance. I love that. Just think about it as a meat. How would you treat meat? Any way you would treat unseasoned meat, treat the tofu. You have to season your meat, so you have to season your tofu. And think about what's missing in tofu, right? A lot of fat. Meat tends to have fat, so you're gonna have to use some fat when you cook tofu. Otherwise, it's not gonna live up to your expectations of what a protein is. Pizza corn dogs, that must be it. Is that vegetarian? You can just probably take the meat out of it. I don't have a favorite protein source. Nuts, eggs, cheese, yogurt, they're all good. I got you saving jars and eating weird stuff in your fridge. It's literally everything I've ever wanted to do with my life. go to Philly for a day. My college has invited me back to go like speak to graduating seniors. I also took a class called digital storytelling, and the professor reached out and she was like, do you want to come talk to the students? And I was like, I'd love to, but can we do Zoom? I know it's not ideal. I just don't want to, the stress, the mental stress of grandma happening to want to call me while I'm away from the city, it's just too much to handle. I just don't want to deal with that. She probably won't, but that's the mental strain of being her go-to person, is I don't know if she's going to call or not. So I have to prepare my brain for being called on. And as far as boobs, boob is actually my favorite word for breasts. I just find that the boobs, the word sounds and looks like what boobs actually look and sound like, feel like. The shape is right. I hate the word tits for boobs. Breasts just sound so, I don't even know, man. Scientific and sterile and objectified, but boobs is cute. Boobs can bounce. Boobs are soft and friendly, cushy. That's why you don't walk away, Ram. You don't walk away. I would say tits belong to like models who have A cups. Like those are tits. But if you have stuff that actually has a little bit of curvature to them, those are boobs. So yes, I will be doing the talk on Zoom. I think April 20th is the date that we agreed on. Hopefully I'll be able to ruin some young minds. I love to ruin young minds. Why would anyone, breasticles is the worst. What the hell is wrong with people? Breasticles? I have tried sauerkraut. I have no idea what rotkohl is. That sounds like a fascinating thing. Same kind of dumps as last time. Remember, Grandma likes consistency, so I like to give her consistency. I don't know if I had Ding Tai Fung, actually. I think we passed by it when we were in Hong Kong, but I don't actually know if we went into it. I've been to Tim Ho Wan in the city, but I don't know if I've been to Ding Tai Fung. My college is where I'm going on Zoom. Planning to, at least. Does anybody want to diagnose me with an illness? For the last week and a half, I've been having these mysterious stomach aches that usually happen either right after I eat or when I start getting hungry again. And it usually is a pressurized pain that starts right where my rib cage ends. I think that's my stomach and not my intestines. So if you want to WebMD and tell me what kind of terminal illness I have, go ahead. Have fun. It's actually not gas. I don't actually want to fart. My probiotic intake is horrible. Like terrible, non-existent. Ooh, ulcer. That sounds not good. I don't want an ulcer. Oh, dang it, guys. I really don't want ulcers. I don't know if it helps to lie down. I've never tried. Hi, South Africa. It's the middle of the stomach. And yes, I do get anxiety stomach aches. And yeah, it might be GERD. My mom had GERD. What a word. So how does one treat GERD? Ooh, that sounds good. Roped coal. Sounds delicious. Cherry juice. Really? Why? That's fascinating. Oh, I always eat late at night. That's a whole lifestyle change. I guess I'm hitting the age for lifestyle changes, huh? I remember when I was in my teens and early 20s, people would be like, yeah, you eat like shit now, but you can't do that when you get older, so enjoy it. I guess I'm hitting that age now where I can't just eat whatever I want anymore, huh? Well, it was fun while it lasted. Avoid tomato. You want me to die of misery? Gosh. Of course I can make you tomato and eggs. You can only request that I make one thing every time you visit, though. Like, I'm not going to be my mom cooking myself to the death for 8 hours. So, choose wisely. Maybe it's time to take out my gallbladder. What is it good for anyway? What does the gallbladder do? Is it just here to hurt? Just here to cause a little pain? You know, maybe it's time for me to get rid of the bile in my life. Seek a different direction. Does anybody do body cleanses? I just feel like it's such a wellness industry thing that I just don't even want to go there. Cabbage juice or just eat cabbage? How do you juice a cabbage? I prefer smoking. Edibles can make me very anxious and can give me bad body highs. I've never been in India and I hope to never visit India. I think it's going to be a very overwhelming country for me to visit, and after my experience in Egypt, I just don't think I'm ready for that level of chaos. It is not high on my travel list. What's the difference between drinking cabbage juice and eating it, though? Like, is it a different effect? Do you strain out the fibers? Are you not supposed to eat the fibers? Ram, you should know by now that people here remember everything. Nothing escapes them. Yeah, well, don't tell my neighbors I smoke. Are you gonna cop on me? Don't do that. But also, do you blow the smoke out the window, or do you just keep it all contained in your room? What are you spirit-wise hungry? Whoa. I don't know. I've not asked my spirit what it's hungry for. I think my spirit is a little hungry for love, but maybe it's just an addict inside me. Yeah, duh, my spirit is whack. Listen, do you think if my spirit weren't whack that I would be making videos such as the ones that I make? I don't think so. You're spiritually hungry for order and silence. Well, that's a fascinating thing to be hungry for sure. I think the first time I ever smelled weed smoke come through my window, I was like, yeah, I need to get on that lifestyle. It was not like being bothered by the weed smoke, it was just like jealousy. Envy, rather. Jealousy has a bitter tinge to it. I think envy is the proper term for it. Have I tried an elimination diet? Not successfully. Honestly, my history with disordered eating makes me want to run away from anything that calls itself a diet. It's just kind of triggering for me. I love all the weed talk, you guys. Y'all are cute. I also don't think I'm at risk for like anorexic and bulimic behaviors. I think the disordered eating patterns that I deal with most now are more triggered by emotional eating, overeating, binge eating. But I think just anything with the framework of being a diet around it is something that I want to avoid, because I don't think that my mental framework has healed really from viewing food as a tool, as a means to an end of something that is so abstract and unattainable. I just want to stay away from that whole weaponization of food. Something that I'm pretty conflicted about, really, is how we view food as tools. I mean, it is. I just don't really know if I want to look at them that way. I don't know if I want to look at anything in life as tools anymore. I don't know if it's possible to escape that framework, but I would like to try, see where that goes. Wow, people are hitting up the DMs now for Ram. Fame, baby! It's time for you to get your own live stream going. Ranch ice cream, I don't know, I don't care to try. I think we have a food culture now that does a lot for clicks and virality. I just don't see the point in a ranch ice cream. That's it, we're done. Ta-da. Do you think exploring and making food has intrinsic value? I don't know if anything has intrinsic value, peeps. I don't think I can afford the dry ice that comes with shipping dumplings, I'm afraid. I am waiting on Dan to arrive so I can eat that cashew thing that he wants me to eat with him. But I'm gonna clean up here, and then I'm gonna go pee, and then we're gonna make the rice and wait for Dan. I also need to decide what to do with 5 dumpling wrappers that I never got to use. I will freeze them, I guess. I wish I had PB, but I binge ate it all, so we'll think about what to make. Yes, I have been anorexic / bulimic, but not in terms of like being diagnosed with it, but more in terms of eating disorder not otherwise specified. I've exhibited traits of both of those eating disorders. but not consistently enough of one to be diagnosed as such. Although I feel like when I saw a therapist at the beginning of COVID and I started telling her about my disordered eating history, she put down in my file bulimia. So that was the first time that I've actually seen that term applied to my experience. But again, like any other label, it's just a label. Remember, psychiatry is like half science and half fake. Like all science is kind of half fake. How did I get past that part? Time, life, a lot of misery. How do you get past any trauma? Ooh, apple cider vinegar and honey. Interesting. I'm not saying labels don't have values. I'm saying the value of a single label can vary from person to person. It carries a different currency depending on the individual. I don't remember seafood sensation. That sounds weird. So I do meditation in my own way. I'm not really a big fan of guided meditation. It makes me feel stuck. You just find whatever works for you guys, man. If it works for you, great. I've also come to a point where in my life where I totally understand that people mean well for me, but unless I'm asking for advice, I don't really like to receive it. I'm simply answering questions that people are asking me about my history with disordered eating. I am not seeking advice on how to find peace, but I understand your motivations for wanting to give me advice, but also we're at different points in our lives, but I appreciate the thought. Subway's bread has been classified as having too much sugar to be qualified as bread. What? This is my middle school friend gave me this box. He went to NOLA on a work trip, and he brought me back this and a spoon and a fork that I really don't feel like using, but I was just too embarrassed to turn it down. He asked me what I wanted, and I said, I love thrifting utensils, find me something used, and he went and he got me the most touristy shit. Okay, I'm gonna pee now, I'll be back. My entire house smells like farts now. Not because I farted, but because leftover dumpling filling smells like farts, plus the pickled radish smells like farts. So. Mom's wind chime is on the living room lamp. The living room floor lamp. A real unscientific way to cook rice, but we'll see how it works out, huh? I don't want to use a rice cooker. That's why. I don't feel like washing a rice cooker. Also, you can't get a bottom crispiness on the rice cooker. Hello all. It's incredible that the same amount of people show up for my lives as the amount of people who show up for my edited stuff. This is why I can't make videos for y'all. I can only make them for me. I am making white rice. The last of my white rice. I have tried edibles. Yes, I don't like them. They don't work for me. Not my preferred mode of intaking drugs. H-Mart doesn't really give out opening coupons. I also want to go shopping elsewhere, like Trader Joe's, but I probably won't get to that until like May. I have too much shit in my house that I need to cook before I get more shit. I will not take you to Callustians. You wanna know why? Because there's probably already videos on it. It's been written up by so many food outlets, and it's so fucking expensive. The only people that I know go to Callustians have either never been and want to go and buy a couple of things just for curiosity's sake, or they're like professional chefs, or they have money to burn, and I'm not any of those three people, so. Callustians is a store in the 20s in Manhattan, and they sell all sorts of culinary ingredients, from rice to condiments to spices to flours to molecular gastronomy type things like different kinds of acids and gums and all of that. It's basically a playground for people who like to cook. But it's very expensive. This is fun. I hope you're having fun. Hi, France. I think I used too much water in here. I think I'm gonna leave it on a high heat like this with the lid slightly ajar so the moisture can escape a little. I don't think I've ever done anything that counts as molecular gastronomy. I also don't think I'm into it. Have you seen me? Do I look like someone who would do molecular gastronomy? Dan's gonna be very upset if he comes and it's congee, okay? So I don't really want to upset him. I might, here's what I will do. I'll take a big ass spoon and I'll start ladling out some liquid. Oh, nope, too late. Too late. Yo, calm down. I bet rice water is really soothing. I'm gonna drink some of this shit. Yum. Carby water. It's basically like congee, really, if you think about it. If you find the right connection, would you want to live with somebody again like you did with Aaron? I think so. I like being alone, but if I really did find somebody that I connect with, it would be nice. And I really don't think you can get to know a person until you live with them. So I think moving in together would be the ultimate test of compatibility. Aaron and I were not compatible. But we made it for a long time. Yes, we do have dollar stores, although I would say very few things are still just 99 cents. A lot of them are like $4 now. Hello, Philly. That's nice. Oh, I like that a lot. How are we doing on battery? Do y'all want to see Dan? He knows we're alive. He knows what he's signing up for. I wouldn't just spring alive on a friend. They need to know what they're signing up for. Do I have a physical type, a spiritual type, an intellectual type, an emotional type, or a combo? I haven't thought about a spiritual and emotional type. I would like them to be a little intellectual, but not enough to be an asshole. I would like to be able to like discuss theories and philosophies with them. I think I have a physical type that I'm trying to move away from, which is white guys. I'm sure the world is bigger than just white guys, right? Economical types of cookware: cast iron for a skillet and stainless steel. Ram has a pan that he got because Aaron and I used it in Budget Eats. It's a very shallow stainless steel skillet with a lid. I think it's like Cook's Standard on Amazon. It's like an all-clad knockoff. So please don't do any more white guys with a high school sense of humor. Is that what you're calling Aaron? I'm not on Delish. I got fired. Where you been, hon? Where you been, girl? By the way, Hearst is not doing a great job bargaining, as per usual. They have passed their deadline of March 28th for the contract. They strung along the entire bargaining committee until 4 a.m. on March 29th. They still don't have a contract. I don't know what their plans for escalation are, but show up, do shit, go tomato something, go TP their houses. I don't know. But just so y'all know, they're in their end stages of contract negotiations. I hope it pulls through because it's been 4 years of this. It's been 2+ years of bargaining and 2+ years of organizing and 3 years of them fighting against us at every single step. So I keep saying us like I'm still in the union. I'm not, but I feel like I've sunk in so much of my time and effort and soul into it that I just can't really detach yet. I'm so invested in the result of this. I want to see my friends and my ex-coworkers walk away with some respect, and currently they're not getting any from management. It's been really fucking disappointing. Can you be with someone who is religious? Yeah, as long as they're not trying to push their religion on me. If we can be independent about our religious beliefs, then sure, I don't see what the problem is. Aaron was a non-ace guy. By the way, the term for non-asexual is allosexual. Aaron was allosexual. Most of the guys that I've gone on dates with are allosexual, hence the lack of compatibility and the lack of me walking away with long-term partnership. But I think I can be in a relationship with a non-ace guy. We would just have to negotiate it a little bit and be open to discussing it and be open to being there for each other in various ways. Dan just texted me. By the way, he's already on the train. Jesus Christ, I fucking forgot the goddamn cashew shit. I'm gonna see if she's open. Maybe I can get another one. This is the only reason why he wanted to come over, is to eat this cashew shit that he's had for weeks, and he forgot it. Also, if he ever appears on any of my videos, we're gonna have to bleep a lot of things out. I feel like that video is gonna get demonetized very fast. Yes, it is ordained. Mm-hmm. I'm hungry. We're just gonna sit here and possibly not eat the cashew thing that we were gonna eat, but maybe I can make some cashew things? I have cashews. I have cashews and a lot of spices. The rice is cooked. I'm going to keep it on the heat and just let it evaporate a little bit so that we could burn the bottom, controlled burn the bottom. Yeah, maybe we could make a little cashew brittle savory thing. I would like you to stop recommending me ideas for videos that have been done before by so many people on YouTube. I'm really not interested. I'm not interested in exploring international cuisine unless I'm there. And also I feel like Beryl does all of that. Like, that's Beryl's arena. That's her thing. I'm not even gonna touch it. What's my opinion on age gaps in relationships? I can go 10 years up, but I cannot go more than 2 or 3 years down. I think 3 years down is even beyond what I want to entertain. So I definitely won't be dating anyone in their 20s. It just feels wrong. I don't know. I also feel like older than 33, 34. I feel like I'm more 38, 9, 40. So I just feel like, mentally speaking, I don't know though. I've chatted with a couple of guys who are in their 40s from Hinge, and they seemed really innocent and also juvenile. Not in a terrible way, but just in a way that I wasn't expecting from someone who's almost a decade older than me. Nice. Dan got the goods. How can you say you feel older when you have never been older? I don't know. How about the people who are older than me chime in on whether or not I feel older than I am? I feel like in my 20s people have told me that I feel older than I am. So I don't know. Age is just a number. I think people go through different experiences that form them differently. I'm turning 34 this year. This is the strangest way I've ever carried a chair. Weird. Thank you for videos. Jujubes? Like Chinese dates? Chinese dread dates? Yeah, I love them. I love eating them dry too. They are not at all like Middle Eastern dates. They don't have that gummy taffy chewiness and moisture content of those dried dates, but Chinese dried jujubes are really delightful. Yeah, I mean, this is a really cool pot. You get to see how things are cooking, especially on the bottom. Don't normally get that sneak peek on the bottom. You could also see how unevenly it heats, you know? Have you ever baked a hummingbird cake for delish? as a food styling assistant, I've had to make beauties of the cake. It has like coconut, raisins, nuts, and pineapple in it, right? Feels like carrot cake gone wild. I would like to eat some vegetables. Some vegetables would be nice. Some of this Uchoy that Ram got us. We can heat it up. Actually, let's try to make a little stir fry. What the hell is a dumpling press? Sounds wrong. Oh no! Whole Foods cake decorators. I kind of want to be a cake decorator. I think I would be horrible at it though. Huh. My favorite burlap and barrel spices is currently the hot paprika, the purple shallot powder, the ranch. Their cinnamon is really good. Their cumin seed is really good. No, I have not seen. I have not seen the gap in life expectancy. How many more spices do you want me to give you? I can keep going off, but those are the ones that come to my mind. Oh, I really like the black lime and chili salt too, if you like tahini. Hi.
Are you live?
Yeah, I am.
Hi.
Welcome. I'm cooking some greens. I figured you'd want some greens.
I love green. And it's hot.
Yeah, and it smells like radish and farts. How was your ride?
No ride.
Subway ride.
Good ride.
Nice.
Great ride. Love you. Oh.
What's up?
Well. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
There's a lot of spices.
I see what's going on.
What's going on?
The free stuff.
Yeah, all my burlap and barrel spices. Feel free to try them.
Okay, so.
Yes, what do you have for us? What is it?
Peanuts and chili.
Peanuts and chili.
Garlic and cashews and chili and garlic. I don't know what else is in there because it's all in Burmese and
Well, it says Myanmar and peanut, chili, onion, garlic, vegetable oil, salt, no preservatives, no added color. Cool. And then this one is cashews, $9.
really
Holy
good.
shit.
it's imported
Okay.
and it doesn't even have any information on it. I don't want to rat them out though. But, you know.
So you're saying it's an illegal import?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. We love illegal imports.
Black market shit.
What's Stan's favorite spice? We have questions for you from the audience already.
My favorite spice? What do you mean by that? Clarify.
Like cumin,
No.
coriander.
I need clarification.
Oh. He needs clarification.
Probably human. Is that boring?
Did you not need clarification? Oh, savory warm spice.
Go sniff the spice wall and report back. Okay, like this spice wall, right?
Yeah.
Did you show them this?
Yeah. They
I'm
know
gonna-
everything.
I'm gonna sniff every one of them.
You're gonna sniff every one.
Ugh.
Oh,
gross.
not that one. Okay.
Wild mesquite.
Okay. Not a fan of wild.
Not a fan of
mesquite.
wild mesquite at all.
Okay.
Loud farts. Okay. Okay. All right, we're gonna. Are these organized in any specific way?
Not really. Just
Cool, I'm
return
just
them
gonna
to
do what I
where.
have to do
Okay.
to get a correct answer.
Correct answer.
Oh yeah.
Which one?
Oh, the saffron. I know that it will taste good. It doesn't actually smell good, but
How do you know it
can't.
tastes
I'm
good?
not gonna open the ones that aren't opened.
Okay.
That's weird.
Well, you can open them.
Well, I know, but still, it's like. Oh, these are all. Okay.
He's a tough critic.
Who?
You're a tough critic.
These ground rose petals.
Mm-hmm.
What is that for? Tea?
I don't know. You can put some in your chai if you want.
Very interesting. No, I don't think I'd want to ruin the already made chai.
That's true. You love that chai.
Happens to be one of the best in the, probably the best in the city. Oh, that's cacao. That's not spice, really.
Cacao's not a spice. You heard it here first.
Red yeast, 5-spice, ground Sichuan. How do these smell? This might be my favorite spice.
That's not burlap and barrel.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, okay. You're smelling everything.
Mystery spice, huh? Bonito, ugh. I hate bonito flakes.
Yeah, you hate fish things. Which...
Alright, so we got a bunch of spicy and smoky grilling rub. This isn't really. Everything but the bagel, huh?
That's from Trader Joe's.
I kind of hate Trader Joe's.
I know. You hate everything. You hate more things than I hate, which is impressive.
Yet I'm more positive.
Are you more positive?
I do like the way fenugreek smells.
You do like the way fenugreek smells. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm just getting my juices flowing right now.
Okay.
I was ordered to do a thing, so.
You follow all the orders that people give you?
No.
We're gonna put some of this on the green.
Catalonian saffron. Really? Really?
What?
Catalonian saffron.
I don't know. That's from Fresh Direct from like pre-pandemic
Well,
times.
apparently they grow saffron in Catalonia, which is interesting. So I thought it only came from one place.
Google will know.
That's probably mustard powder. Favorite spice.
I don't think I have mustard powder. So
This
powder.
cloud forest cardamom. It might be up there.
That's a sexy spice.
It's
Cardamom
gonna be
is nice.
All right. Let me tell you something about this. Let me see where it's from. Oh, it's from Palestine.
Zatar?
Yes.
Yeah. They distinctly.
Let me tell you something about this.
Yes.
I'm Sicilian,
Yeah.
and this is very reminiscent of Italian spices. Oregano.
Interesting.
It kind of tastes like oregano.
But it has a bit of citrusy note to it. That
It's definitely good. Anyway, it's a very special spice.
it is.
But you have to be careful because a lot of times what happens is it'll be marketed as, it'll be Israeli.
Yes, but Burlap and Barrel made sure to not do that.
Good, it's very good.
Do you want a spoon or a fork?
Fork.
Fork for eating.
I think it's cumin, by the way.
Cumin.
Probably cumin, cardamom,
Okay.
and chili.
You heard it here.
I
You
like
got your
chilies.
answer. What kind of chili though?
Chili peppers. Does that count as a spice?
Yeah. But like which chili? There's like 6 different kinds.
Oh, well, I like red chilies. I
There's
like
a-
dried red chili
There's
powder.
a lot of dried red chili powder. Okay, so I'm gonna serve you rice, and you're gonna eat the shit that you brought for us to eat.
I should have asked her how to do it properly.
We're just gonna eat it on rice. I have nothing else to offer you.
I just could have asked.
So do you want a plate or a bowl? Do you want a fork or a spoon?
Whatever you want to give me.
I'm gonna give you a fork and a spoon. Because I'm gonna run that dishwasher tonight.
broke
Jesus
it.
Christ.
You want
Nice.
to, like a banchagar, how they give you, every time you order a new dish, they give you like 3 spoons.
Yeah, I love it. I love that.
I hate that so much.
Why do you hate it?
It's wasteful
Wasteful for whom? You're not the one doing the dishes.
in general.
Okay. All right. Rice.
Let's open this. Let's see, do I need scissors to open this? For real?
Do you?
No.
I have scissors. Okay, you don't.
It's like a package in a package type thing. I might leave this to you,
Okay.
so I don't
Do
fuck it up.
you
Are
want
you gonna try this?
Yeah, of course. Do you want a lot of rice? Do you want medium rice? Do you want
I
little
want
rice?
medium. I want a little rice, actually.
You want is that
I already ate, so that's fine. I thought it was gonna be brown rice.
you wanted white. So I made you white. It's like the last of my white rice.
Oh, okay, I was okay with brown.
Are you disappointed now?
I guess I can't be.
Ay ay ay.
I guess you're just a people pleaser.
I had white rice.
I think it's better. It'll be better. This is what we're supposed to use is white rice. So.
Let's do it. Let's do it the way it's supposed to be done.
The way June hates doing that.
Doing what?
The way things the way they're supposed to be done.
Sometimes. It depends. Depends on the why we're doing it that way. If I'm given a good enough reason, I'll do it. But if it's just follow orders, then I won't.
Okay. Like, let's put it this way. Like, let's say we were making mapo tofu, right?
Yeah.
We've already established the flavor is good, right?
Okay.
Over some white rice.
Yeah.
But if we made it like today, we could totally do with brown rice and it would be fine. But like, imagine like a new person comes and they want us to cook it for them. Like, using brown rice would be unacceptable, I think.
Okay.
Don't you agree?
I don't disagree. Do you want any greens on your plate?
Sure.
Wow. Okay.
It's hot.
My apartment runs hot. It's just constantly
Same.
heated. First world
Should I take my
problems.
socks off?
You're gonna take your socks off?
Is that okay?
That's fine. I don't mind.
You know it makes you cooler.
Does it? I know that I can't sleep with socks on.
There's
It wakes me up every
It's
time.
awful. Okay. Was Fred here?
No. No Fred. Sad. You've never met Fred, right?
Unfortunately, I never got a chance to meet Fred.
Yeah.
Zanzibar. Wow.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I don't know, it's weird. It's kind of, they have this colonial vibe.
Who?
Burlap and barrel.
Really?
Oh, I don't want to ruin your partnership.
Well, tell me more.
I don't know.
You do
Like,
know.
Everything has to be like exotic, you know?
Oh, well, they try not to do that, actually.
Oh, well, whatever.
They try not to phrase it like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Come here.
I didn't even taste it for seasoning.
Excellent.
This is very oily.
Yeah.
What is going on with the bag structure? Oh, it's a bag within a bag within a bag. There's 2 bags in here, and you already took off the outer bag. Do you see this? There's 2 bags.
It's oily. And the oil comes through both of the bags. I don't know if you can feel it.
Yeah, I can.
Mm-hmm. Is that garlic?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What could be better than just eating a piece of fucking roasted garlic?
Nothing.
Oh.
Nothing can be better.
Oh. I mean, your breath won't be better, but.
Nobody's gonna
Oh, yeah.
figure that out. Here you go.
God.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Is that enough?
Sure. Now that's the cashew, right?
That's the cashew. I figured we'd taste one at a time.
Sure. Even more garlic.
In the cashews?
Well, yeah, it's like fried. You can. I think that's why you're supposed to eat it on rice, because I had a whole thing of this
Uh-huh.
and I ate the whole thing,
Uh-huh.
and my breath was like
On its own?
absolutely just garlic breath. It was delicious though.
But you ate it on its own.
I did.
Okay.
Mm. Yeah, I fuck with this.
Amy says, love a man who loves roasted garlic.
Mm.
Why would you have friends who don't like roasted garlic?
Mm.
Have you ever tried Hello Fresh? Interesting. I like Hello Fresh more than I like Blue Apron.
Oh, it's an adequate spice level as well. Oh yeah,
The cashews?
it's got chili. It's chili in there.
So,
You can't see it though, so it's interesting because the spice is coming out of nowhere.
so you've not eaten the packet
Not the
of
cashew.
cashews. You've only had the peanut one.
Correct.
So now that you've had both, which one is better?
Cashews.
Cashews is also 4 times as expensive.
I have not had the peanut one on rice though.
Good luck reading that.
Oh.
It's not in
I
English.
love fucking food. God. Jesus Christ. I already ate dinner too.
Is there any cumin in there, Dan? Somebody's asking.
No.
Do you want cumin?
You wouldn't put cumin in this.
Why not? I would.
She's gonna do it just to.
Why not?
I wouldn't put cumin in it.
Why not? I need to find my
I
cumin.
don't think that the cumin would complement the flavor.
Wow. Harsh.
Oh. My Lord Jesus. Fucking great.
I'll leave it here. In case you want.
Oh, fuck yeah. Is it also fried with shallots? I think so.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's garlic and onion.
Yeah, there's a lot of crunchy.
Wait, did it say there was? Oh, the cashews don't have the ingredients.
No.
What is the peanut? What did the peanut one say? Is in there? Fucking love food.
Chili, onion, garlic, vegetable oil, salt.
There you go. So probably same shit.
This one looks a little bit more diverse.
Well, yeah. You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Do you want to open the peanut now?
Hopefully I don't make a mess.
Yeah, scissors right here. Do you want more greens?
I'm good.
Okay.
Uh-oh, they're asking about me.
Oh. Can I ask a question? Who is Dan? You've seen him make noodles unless you never saw the H-Mart video.
The fuck, man?
Damn.
I'm a noodle monger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck yeah, peanuts. Let's sprinkle these fucking... Where do you want yours?
Right here. Thank you.
Is that
Wow, yeah. What am I gonna do with these? I gotta put them in a jar now. Ooh.
Just gonna...
Ooh. I don't know. I feel like peanuts are more my jam.
Hmm.
The peanuts taste like they have more MSG.
I think the cashews go better with rice than the peanuts.
I agree.
I don't know what... Maybe there's like another use for these outside of putting it on rice.
Popcorn. These would taste dope on popcorn. The peanuts.
They taste really good on their own too.
But they're just really oily, you know, because they're like deep fried and meant to be a condiment.
I love it. God.
Uh-oh. We have some thirsty people in the chat. Who doesn't? Do you have a YouTube?
I do, but I don't do anything on it because I have a full-time job and I don't need to stream.
There you go.
But I like to for fun. But the problem is, see, that if you want to do it for fun, you can't really build a following
Yep.
because you have to do it a lot and
Yeah.
you need to, yeah, it doesn't make it. It's basically you either do it as a business or you don't do it.
Is this a business then?
I mean, whatever you want to fucking call it. You either do it for, like you do it, you dedicate yourself to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You monetize it.
Mm-hmm.
Or you don't. And if you don't, no one comes to the channel because it's not in the algorithm. Because you don't make videos.
Well, even when I do make videos, I'm not in the algorithm because it gets confusing with my lives and my edited content and it doesn't know what to do with me, so.
But I had a lot of people like come on and like harass me though. I don't mind being harassed though.
You have haters? On a channel that's not even that active?
I mean like sexually.
Oh, shit.
Dan is a real life friend of June, yes. Well, we are sitting next to each other right now.
I'm just letting strangers in who already have my phone number? I guess if there's one way to get murdered, it would be on a live stream.
Dolly Day, the answer to your question is probably cumin, maybe cardamom. I don't mind them seeing my face. I did spend $50 to $5 on a haircut yesterday.
Wow. Do we like the $55 haircut? But I think food is better. The Chinese godmother sauce, La Grandma, it's fine. It's like the de facto chili oil shit that's available in all the stores. Do you want a refill of anything?
Kind of, but I shouldn't. Does chili oil count as a spice?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So there's a new development. Apparently, chili oil counts as a spice. So I'm gonna have to.
I would say it counts as a condiment. I would
Well,
say the stuff in it counts as spice.
Okay. Well, if it counts as a spice, it's my favorite.
It tends to have cumin in it. And chili.
Al Pacino.
I don't see it. I do see it.
Usually they tell me Jake Gyllenhaal.
Ew. Jake Gyllenhaal has the psycho look down.
Dan, what is your favorite dish to cook? Mapo tofu.
There you go.
I like cooking mapo tofu. That shit is fucking delicious.
Although I think I ended up adding black vinegar to your version.
I think you liked it.
I don't know. I think it needed like freshness. You okay? You want water? You
Not
want
really.
water?
No, I
Okay.
think I'm good.
Okay. Okay.
I'm jamming right now.
How tall is Al Pacino?
Oh, God.
People are seeing the Jake Gyllenhaal now.
Great. Awesome.
What are you doing for the rest of the night?
Sitting here,
Cool.
going to sleep later. I don't do stuff.
That's not true.
It's popping in Jackson Heights right now.
It always is.
It's Ramadan though.
I think that's why I don't hear a lot of cars honking right now like I normally do, because everybody's just home trying to eat for the first time in the day. Normally, the honking in this neighborhood is insane. It sounds like India.
Well, I live outside of Costco, so it's definitely worse by me.
Al Pacino's 5'4"? I'm 5'4". Chat is weird. Chat, you're being weird. Alright,
How do you
so
feel?
I'm ready to go off the live.
How's the food?
Oh, good. I'm gonna eat more veg. You sure you don't want any?
I think I'm okay. I shouldn't eat more.
Okay.
Montreal, huh? What's there? What kind of food is there?
Bagels.
Bagels.
Yeah. That's what I'm going for. One day.
Is there anything else there?
I don't know, probably. I think it's pretty expensive over there, right?
Isn't it French? Isn't French the primary language there?
They do like their French.
Yeah. I don't know. Thanks, Sandy B. You're so sweet.
She is sweet. We have some real sweeties.
Poutine. Poutine, huh?
I did see your question earlier. Do I like making more personal videos? I think that that last video was really hard to make. It took a long time. I procrastinated on it a lot, so I think it was definitely more mentally exhausting. Do I like making it? Sure. I like doing different things. I don't like getting stuck in ruts of doing the same echoes of what I've previously done, so. Let me know if you guys want any other topics explored while I bake shit on another video. Okay, I think we're gonna log off. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. Thank you for eating. Happy weekend. Bye. Bye, folks.